We're all becoming desperate by sitting at home for days and some of us probably weeks. So today I think it's the good day to talk about prevention methods and what our government, what the Romanian government told us to do. There are some protocols because it's emergency state here. They also gave us 3 types of protocols that I would love to talk about. It's mostly prevention methods that helps everybody to prevent getting the virus. So I'm looking here at my screen. The first protocol is living with persons who already are in the risk of getting this virus. And here we have 9 points. The first point, do not sleep in the same bed. So try to sleep in different places, in different rooms. The next one is use different baths. If you don't have a second bath, just clean the one that you have every time you use it. Then do not use the same towels, the same cutlery, the same glasses, and usually the same things that you put in your holes. Don't use it, do not share, or if you use that, just clean them. In terms of household stuff and other objects, clean your surfaces, like your desk, clean your TV, clean your table, clean your buttons where you turn on and turn off your lights, clean your doorknobs, and clean everything. Almost looks like a full-time job, so you're becoming a clean man or clean lady. In terms of clothes, this is the number 5 tip that we got from our government. Clean your clothes and all the textiles that you have. It should be normal to do this, right? But I think what they meant is to clean them more often than before. The tip number 6, keep the distance. This is like you're a dangerous animal. Sleep in different places. Keep your distance at least 1.5 to 2 meters. Some people, they don't even have 2 meters in their one-room apartments. But hold your hand forward and don't let anybody get closer to 1 hand distance from you. The tip number 7, which you can also find in my previous video, 10 tips on working from home. Open your windows and get the airflow. Let the virus breathe and let yourself get oxygen for your brain. Because then you're gonna get insane. Brain insane. Tip number 8, if you have fever, 38 degrees or more, and difficulties in respiratory system, just call 112 or 911 or call the ambulance, call the emergency service. Let's get to the second protocol and see what they mean with all those things. So the protocol when you get out of your house, what do you have to do? And here we have 12 points. Yeah, a lot of stuff to do. First of all, if you go out, take clothes with long sleeves, or a jacket with long sleeves, probably because the virus gets stuck on your hand, and maybe, I don't know. And number 2, if you have long hair, keep it tight, and if you have earrings or bracelets or rings, take them out, because we will be more tempted to scratch our things, eyes, nose, and other organs. What the Tip number 3, if you have a mask, use the mask before if you go out of your house, because you risk to infect that mask and then to breathe all the infections and stuff like this. Creepy. The number 4, do not use public transportation methods. Don't use metro, trams, buses, not even taxi or Uber. I know. But if you have a personal car, use your own car. If you don't, the tip number 5. If you have a dog, or probably a cat, or a snake, or a tiger, or a lion, do not let him, her to touch surfaces. So you have to have a special animal, a levitating animal. So if you have an animal, teach that animal how to levitate, because otherwise you risk to get infected. So yeah, that's tricky. You have to work a lot these days. The tip number 6, take with you all the cleaning substances. Not all. I mean, I can imagine you with a bag full of sprays and other stuff. Don't take that many. Maybe a spray, or take some whiskey, and then you can clean surfaces. So when I use the car, I have a wet towel and I clean the door knob and then the wheel. Cheers. This is not beer, by the way. This is a replacement for coffee. This is my first coffee of the day. All right. The tip number 7. Mototolește șervețelul. Let me try to to translate the word mototolește, which is just make your towels like small piece. Crumples. Yeah, it's crumples. Crumples your towels, put it in a bag, and then throw it in the trash bin. The tip number 8, if you sneeze, don't put your hand at your mouth. I know we're used to do this, but try to use your elbow and sneeze in your elbow. I know you cannot touch it with your tongue, but try when you sneeze to sneeze in your elbow. Like this. Tip number 9, as much as possible, try to pay by card and then clean your card. Go home, you pay and then you clean your card. It gives you the feeling that you emptied your card. It's like you pay cash, but then you clean your card. Cleaning your card means giving away money. You get my joke? Tip number 10. Yeah, just clean your hands. That's what they say here. Clean your hands with alcohol or any kind of soap. Don't put toxic substances like domestos or chif or things that you usually clean your bathroom. Do not do this. Some people does. If you clean your hands with domestos and then you risk getting skin cancer, this is not an option to keep yourself cleaner. Tip number 11, do not touch your face until you're sure that you have your hands clean enough. Do not touch your face until you're not sure that your hands are clean enough. How do you make sure your hand... just be right back. Tip number 12. When you go out of your house, try to keep maximum distance from another person. So basically what they say here is stay with your hands like this, and if anyone gets in your close proximity, just slap them, and slap them again. That being said, we have one more protocol. This was when you go out of your house. Let's read the one when you go in after you've been out. So here we have the tip number 1. When you enter, do not touch anything. Don't dare to touch anything.
You can't touch this.
First things first, take off your shoes. Then, the tip number 3, so take off your shoes was tip number 1. Tip number 3, disinfect your dog. The tip number 4, take off your clothes and put them in your washing machine. But they do not specify until what level you have to take off your clothes. So probably get naked, put everything in your washing machine, and let's see what they say. Next, tip number 5, leave your backpack, keys, and wallet in a box. And this is after you take off your clothes. You're naked with your keys, your backpack, and your wallet. Shit, I have to try this. Tip number 6, go take a shower. If you cannot do it, just wash all your exposed areas. And then use gloves. But they do not mention what kind of gloves. So probably you can put the one for the winter when you go skiing. You're naked, put your ski gloves and wait for tip number 7. The tip number 7, with your gloves in your hands, wash your smartphone and your glasses. So you have your hands, big hands, and you take the spray and then you spray over your glasses and over your smartphone. Then also naked, being naked. They don't say you have to wear other clothes. The tip number 8, wash all the surfaces of the things that you brought from outside, your dog included. Tip number 9, take off your gloves after you wash everything and throw them away. And then wash your hands. And tip number 10, remember that you cannot do a complete disinfection, but the objective is to diminish the risks. But now in a more serious note here, yeah, it's important to kind of respect all those stuff. I know we are not used to do all the stuff on one batch. Make sure you implement most of those methods at least twice a week, and that's what they say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was trying to put a little bit of humor on all those methods. Stay safe and see you in the next video.